Hi, I'm Olivia Hanks and I manage the climate justice work for Quakers in Britain. I'm here in Glasgow for COP26 along with several colleagues, supporting Quaker activism and supporting various interfaith events and generally bringing our support to the wider climate justice movement. One key issue that we're focusing our work on at the moment is the question of loss and damage, and in particular finance for loss and damage. So that means the impacts that climate change is having, particularly in the poorest parts of the world, things like hurricanes and other extreme weather events which are getting more severe and more frequent due to climate change, but also slow onset events like sea level rises. And the people bearing the brunt of these impacts are generally the people who've done little or nothing to cause the climate crisis. Meanwhile, the rich countries and the polluting industries that did cause the crisis aren't taking responsibility and aren't coming up with any funding. So we're really keen to catalyse a faith-led campaign on loss and damage to call for finance for the people most affected by the climate crisis, which we see as an essential moral issue, a fundamental issue of climate justice, and it's something that the Global South and the climate justice movement have been demanding for many years. Here at COP26 we're hearing a lot about carbon reduction and about new technologies, but really there's still an elephant in the room, and that's the issue of our exploitative economic system based on endless growth and overconsumption by the rich world. For us, the climate crisis is absolutely enmeshed with economic injustice and an economic system based on exploiting people and planet to make profit for a few. And until we address and change that system, we cannot achieve climate justice. We need to grapple with the colonial legacies that saw rich countries basically treat the rest of the world as a stock of resources for us to use. We need to rectify those injustices through fundamentally changing the way we relate to one another and to the earth. Ultimately, our economy can only exist within environmental limits, and until we accept that reality, we're not going to be able to solve the climate crisis in a meaningful and just way.